Good morning morning, greetings, salutations, and welcome one and all. My name is Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to our, well, technically our first episode. I mean, it says second episode, but really the last episode was all a prequel, but this is the first episode of the actual campaign of Extinction Curse, our Pathfinder 2nd Edition adventure, featuring these wonderful, talented, and amazing Patreons who support my channel and help me do all the cool stuff. First of all, before we begin, I'd like to take a quick moment to give a big old shout out to our dear friend Scarlet Song for coming in with their raid. Welcome in, one and all. I hope you had an amazing time with the incredibly talented artist and role player that is Scarlet Song. Yeah, hope you guys enjoy everything that we are doing. Mwah! To you too, my dear. Now, before we kick off, we need to take some time to give thanks to our sponsors, the guys who allow us to do these things, starting, of course, with none other than... I can see Calindria in chat, and I'm hoping that she's going to do all the tags for me. If she doesn't, that's okay, I'll do it too. But yes, starting, of course, with Hero Forge for the wonderful artworks you can see on screen. You can see all the characters have these very, very beautiful arts, and of course, we've even set it up so that those of us without cameras can still participate. Isn't that right, Sean?
Yes, it is.
Did you mute yourself? Nope, there we go.
I did, because yeah, I didn't want to interrupt or have my character move and distract.
Well, very well. Well, that's the point, isn't it? But yes, anyway, so yes, you two can do all of this stuff.
Though.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. You two can do all of this stuff with... No, it's fine. All right. So yes, you two can do all of this really cool and awesome stuff with Hero Forge. And so yeah, go check it out right now, heroforge.com. Then, of course, we'd like to take a moment to thank our lovely folks over at Sirenscape for the beautiful sound set that we have. Oop, I think I put that through the wrong speakers. Let's try it again. Once more with feeling. Yay, there it is. All right, cool. Which, of course, you know, any cool game needs really cool sounds. And if you want to check out your own soundboard, consider going and hanging out and, you know, trying out for yourself Sirenscape. And last but not least, the VTT that we use for our games, as always, is none other than the wonderful Fantasy Grounds for our VTT usage of all of this cool stuff. And it allows me to look like a great GM by having all of my stuff prepped. Ha! Now, let's go around, meet this wonderful group of people, and get this game rolling, shall we? Starting, of course, playing the role of our bardic gnome Hollanot is Schoolie. Good morning, sir.
Day.
How you doing?
Fine.
Wonderful. Now, we are going to be starting a new tradition here at the Dead Aussie Gamer. And instead of asking you to simply recount what your character is and doing and all that sort of stuff, I figured we'd ask your character an in-game question that they can answer genuinely to the audience, kind of like a journal type thing. And the first thing for Hollanot is you're a bard, and you've chosen your instrument of choice. What inspired what is that instrument, and what inspired you to start playing it for the very first time?
Let me just double check. Yes, it is mainly a lute, is what I play.
Mm-hmm.
And that was mainly because it was the musical instrument of choice of the person I learned from. So it's what they taught me to play on first.
Beautiful. I love that. And hopefully we'll learn more of that as we go on. Next up, playing the role of Walter. Walter is let's see here. What do I have on my notes? I don't have notes. Wow, Walter is a cleric. And as well as a fortune teller for the circus. And Walter, your question for today is, I guess, what is the most pleasant future you've predicted for someone?
Well, many, many moons ago, I was at a reading at a country fair, and the reading was for a couple that were getting married, and the pleasant reading was that they would live many, many years together. Didn't, you know.
That's cute. I like that. That's adorable. That's amazing. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Avarian CA. Next up, playing the role of Arturo the Daring, or should I say the Amazing Arturo, is none other than the amazing Sean. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, Sean, your question for Arturo is, Arturo has spent the last 7 months away from his family, and his family, of course, are the world-renowned flying Fradundis. Oh, sorry, that's not right. It's the flying Franconis, that's right.
Yeah,
the flying Franconis. What has it been like being out on your own instead of with your family?
it was hard at first, getting used to doing solo acts and, being away from a family that he grew up and loved and cared for, including the rest of the circus too, as he also saw them as his family, being happy that some of them moved to this new one, and getting comfortable with his new act that he decided to try out.
Nice. I love that. Next up, playing the role of Maisha, the Nagaji inventor, is our dear friend Rock Protector. Now, for you, Maisha, you were the apprentice to the inventor who didn't maintain the circus you were previously working at. How have you found it being on your own, not too dissimilarly to Arturo, where you are now relying on your own skill instead of those who trained you?
I feel okay. At first, I was kind of like, can I do this without my mentor? But I found out, I did have the skills without him, but I still miss him dearly.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. That's yeah. All right. Next up, playing the role of Naomi, the summoning conjurer, is our dear friend Neil from Immersion Diversion. Your question, Naomi, is, I suppose, since you've now finally gotten a chance to be up on stage and be in the limelight for a change instead of where you were in your previous circus, simply kind of helping people around, how do you feel now that you've been able to take center stage?
A little nervous, just because I'm still trying to figure out what I'm pretty good at. I mean, Callisto here seems to be better, a little things better than I am, but we work on it together.
Oh no, you're just imagining things. You are plenty skilled.
Thank you, Callisto.
And last but not least, playing the role of Throvrek is, of course, my dear friend, a.k.a. Matt, a.k.a. Wolven, a.k.a. All Things Fantasy, a.k.a. this guy.
Hello. How are you going?
I'm doing splendidly, thank you. Now, we're not going to ask you your question because we're going to meet your character for the very first time here today. But there is one last person to thank before we kick off today's game, and that is, of course, our audience. Guys, if you haven't been here before, all my channel stuff revolves around you guys. You guys are the experience here, and I'm inviting you guys to come behind the GM screen so you guys can influence the game as we play. Not only can you earn channel points simply by watching and use those to influence the game, giving insight, summoning monsters, and doing all sorts of weird, wonderful, and wacky things to my table, but also if you choose to, you may donate to our channel and allow us to do some extra stuff, including, of course, working towards our funding goal, which we have right down there. It is a plushie present for my lovely partner. More details on that a little later, but yeah, that's currently what we're saving up for. Of course, you can support your favorite teammate here, or you can help me cause some mischief. Now, for $5, you can award a hero point, which are these little red marks, to a player of your choice. They can be used to roll with advantage, stave off death, or petition the GM for stuff that isn't in the rules. You can also offer me a jinx point for the same price, which I can use to cause mischief. For $10, I will draw 3 cards from this random deck of plot twists. Selecting one, you will then decide what plot twist gets immediately played to shift the course of the adventure. For $20, you can grant someone a natural 20, which they can use. And for $50, you can give a boost to a boss encounter or provide the group with a magic item. lastly, we have a secret menu item. A secret menu item is something that is usually quite large, quite big, and has some pretty cool effects that come into it. The secret menu item for episode 1, and I think we're going to go with a few episodes for this one, is you will be invited to come and sit down with me on Discord and create another member of the carnival. The stipulation being, of course, that it can't be someone we've already filled the role for, so my players have their roles, as do a few of the characters that we have off to the side, but you will forever be embedded into the into the wandering carnival of Wayward Wonders. There we go. That's it. Sweet. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. That's very, very apt. All right. Now, let's share some music with my lovely audience. All right. Our adventure starts at the beginning. Tents being raised high and large, colorful banners, buntings strung up all along this large and open field. It has finally arrived. The Circus of Wayward Wonders, a place of laughter, merriment, color, and, most importantly, the smells of sweet and delightful foods. Nearby, in a small town, children talk and titter. They know that just over the hill, along green pastures, is a place filled with just all the wonders of imagination. But it's not a child that crosses this hill first, amidst the setting of the tents. Throvrek, would you describe your character, please?
Of course. Throvrek is a well-buffed out red kobold. He appears to be wearing these scale armor, these scale shoulder pieces, this scale battle skirt almost, and most importantly attached to his back, a pair of wooden wings, almost draconic in design. As he passed by the kids kind of looking strangely because he's wearing a pair of make two wings. But he winks at them and he blows a small tuft of flame and the kids all smile and laugh.
Well, I'll tell you if the kids smile and laugh. The kids smile and laugh.
See, I told you. He has complete
I was hoping for a scream and run away.
All right.
Yes.
Now, as you are making your way down towards the carnival, as you approach, you can start to hear the sounds of the music coming from within. A man stands at the front, dressed in brightly colored clothing. Roll up, roll up! Actually, let me try that again. Okay. All right, welcome, welcome, one and all. Please come on down to the Circus of Wayward Wonders. Wondering why you're doing here? Well, no problem. I can tell you that you're here for a good time. Oh, hello, friend. My, aren't you just the spiffy dragon?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Well, welcome to the circus. Can I get you a ticket? You're a little bit early, but you know what? I think for a special guest just like you, I think we can turn a bit of a blind eye and let you wander around a little bit. Maybe take in some of the sights.
Broderick kind of raised himself up to his maximum height of like 3 feet 1 inch. And he's like, thank you. I love that. Thank you.
He says, well, if you want a ticket is going to be one shiny silver piece. Huh?
A silver piece, huh?
Yup.
Throvik pats his battle skirt. He pats around himself and he's like, oh yeah, of course. He dives into his backpack and he pulls out an assortment of vials of amber color, clear liquid and oil and torches, and he's like, here you go. He pulls out a small chest and a key. He unlocks the key. He opens the chest. Inside there's a small pouch. He opens the pouch, which contains various other smaller pouches. He pulls out a single silver piece.
Brilliant. All right. Well, here's your ticket. And have a wonderful time. As he gestures for you to go in, banging a sort of a candy cane colored stick against the side of the little like kind of ticket booth that he's standing by. As Throverick walks past and enters, all of a sudden you hear, you don't hear it, but there's a voice that comes out from the side going, "Hey, Chuckles!" No, it's not Chuckles. Sorry. Chuckles is a different character. This is, what did I call him? Mr. Tickles.
What?
That's right. It is Mr. Tickles. Mr. Tickles, you can't be in there. Huh? Try and stop me! And he jumps out and he runs away. You see this other guy sort of walk in and he's like, God, it's freaking clowns. And he puts on his hat and he's, like flips the open sign back to closed as he's preparing for the show. All right.
Throverick keeps walking in.
All right. And I need to... Mr. Tickles.
No.
Yeah, no. Chuckles, by the way, for anyone who wants to know, Chuckles is also an amazing clown, but Chuckles belongs to our friends over at the Legends of Avantris. So if you want to check out Chuckles, go Google that. It's a freaking riot. Okay.
Never did like that Mr. Tickles.
Mr. Tickles. Oh, Mr. Tickles is harmless. Who wants a tickle? All right. Now, Throverick, as you enter, you can see that the circus is definitely not ready as of yet. You can see that there are a wide variety of people moving around, some larger tents, still, like, the biggest tent's been set up, but smaller ones seem to be kind of still off to the side, kind of slowly but surely being pieced together. The first place that catches your eye happens to be a beautifully adorned silken tent with stars and some very, very, kind of Varisian drapings throughout it.
He's going to make his way up to the tent.
Beautiful. Real quick, McClover has come in with a lovely and generous donation. We have a hero point for each player with 2 hero points for Throverick.
Yeah.
All right, let's...
Awesome.
Okay, let's get these in, shall we? Okay, I will get these in a moment, but in the meantime, as you enter, Walter, can you describe your accommodations?
This is before the circus is open to the public?
Correct.
So to describe, to describe the interior of my tent would be to give chaos a more orderly name. There is stuff everywhere. The table is covered with decks of cards and various layouts. There's a crystal ball kind of rolled off onto the floor into a half uncurled carpet. There's scrolls and books and star maps hanging from a shelf. Just in the middle of it is a gentleman and a kind of a middle-aged gentleman mulling about trying to get everything into some semblance of order. Who are you? How did you get in here? You're early.
I was invited.
Oh, well then, by all means, come on in. Have a chair.
Ah,
Or a
thank you.
seat. Right, have a seat. Don't keep the chair.
Oh. Oh. Well, why can't I keep the chair?
Oh, it's not yours.
What's wrong with it?
It's a bit weak on the
Because-
far left leg, so you probably don't want to keep it.
Oh. Okay.
So what brings you into my humble abode this fire night?
Well, you have a lot of shiny stars on the outside of your tent, and it looks like fun in here.
Oh, good, they're shining. Some days they don't. What can I do for you?
Wait. They don't shine some days?
Well, Depends on how they feel.
Stars have feelings?
Everything has feelings.
Nah, that can't be right. This is a tent. Tents don't have feelings.
If you insist.
I do insist.
Fair enough.
Anyway,
So-
my name's Broderick. What are you doing here? What is this place?
Well, my name is Walter, and I purvey the future, and I do readings for individuals to see how life may assemble itself and what trials you may face.
What trials I may face? That sounds interesting.
It can be at times.
Have you do you actually tell the truth, or are you like some of those people in Absalom that are like, "Woo, your future's gonna be all good and shiny," but turns out it's gonna be
Oh.
rubbish.
My friend, the words spoken during a reading will in some way in the future come true, be they for good or for ill. And those words I have no control over. They are simply what the cards and the future foretells.
Broderick's gonna have a thoughtful expression over his face, and he's gonna go, then on second thought, maybe I don't want my future read.
Are you sure? The first one's free.
Well, you see, the future is a fickle thing, right? Like if I know tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna want an apple, right? Does that mean I can tell the future, or does that just mean I'm going through habit?
Oh, the desires of a single day are not what the cards tell. The cards tell of the far future and what events may occur, not necessarily tomorrow, but in 5-10 years. The trick is taking what the cards teach and learning to recognize when the events occur. And then from there, taking action.
But why would someone want to know all the surprises that happens in their life? It's kind of the part of living, isn't it? Like, how fun would it
Sometimes.
be if you're walking through the sewers in Absalom and you accidentally fall into a trap? Would it be fun knowing that you fell into that trap, or is it more fun without knowing that you fell into that trap before you fell into it? Oh, wow, my head hurts.
Well, my short friend, it's best to think of it this way. You don't get specifics. You just basically get an idea of where the path may take. They were never going to give you the specifics. That takes the fun out of things, as you say.
You know what? You've intrigued me. Let's do a thing.
So with one fell swoop of my arm, I clear off the small table, absentmindedly catching the small glass ball before it lands on the.
Oh, very good. I was
I
about to
chuck it
break
away.
it.
I pull out covering to the table, throw it down, and start shuffling some cards.
Yeah, Michael's just been ready then.
Because heaven help, I actually get to introduce all the characters that we have out of a table of 6 by the time we end a 2-hour session. But no, let's do it. Let's do a card reading. Why not?
We're never leaving this tent, Michael. We're stuck here. This
That's
is where
pretty
the
much it.
adventure's
All right.
gonna occur.
Walter just gets death,
Yep.
death, and immediate death.
Oh yeah. Yep. I was in the green room and I was like, "Hey guys, just so you know, because we want to introduce everyone. Here's your goals and here's what you guys need to achieve." And now we're fortune telling.
I thought this would be a way to achieve said goals.
You could have what? Maybe.
It's one
I
way.
guess we'll find out. All right. Well, ask your question and then
God.
say past, present,
You're
or
awesome.
future.
As in, Throverick asked the question.
Well, Walter's sure not asking the question.
What? Now that I'm sitting here. What?
He has apparently turned into a chicken and starts
Well,
pecking around. What?
Boy, Throwback gets stage fright before he's even on a stage.
Oh,
My
yes.
short friend. Why
Would
don't
I
you
be
keep it?
famous?
Will you be famous? Okay, that's a good one. So, The cards will tell. The past, the future, the present as well. Pick a number between 1 to 9.
Let's go 4.
1, 2, 3, and 4. The card that Walter picks up is the Lamia. The Lamia, Walter, and I'll let you interpret it however you would like, is otherwise known as the Liar. It is a chaotic evil card of charisma and represents destruction, treacherous love, and signals obsession, star-crossed lovers, or an unrequited love. Now, it depends on where it's placed, because if it's placed aligned to its alignment, that is to say position-wise, it is an absolute, which you can decide if it is or not. If it is in a off position, then it may or may not come to be. And if it is in a opposed position, or if this case, if it was in the lawful good position, which will be up to you to decide, then it will be the exact opposite. You would basically find love that was not treacherous, one that may be interpreted as such, but is not. But you can interpret the card as you would, but that is the card you drew.
So I lay it down in the absolute position, and I look across the table. Something you hold dear, something or someone you hold dear, will be both challenging and difficult to achieve and hold on to. Work that you dump into it will seem to you to be futile in effort and very transient in effect. You should not give up, though, as sometimes in the future, unrequited things can come to pass.
You said a whole lot of words there.
Meant nothing.
Almost like real fortune telling.
Well, thanks for that, but I think I might just go look around some more.
Well, I highly suggest if you're going to go out and look about the other shows and events at the circus, you swing by the large main tent. There will be several people there you might want to run into.
Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Walter.
Yes.
And good. Wonderful.
Have a good visit, my short friend.
Well, you too. Oh, wait, what? As he wakes his way up.
All right. You leave the tent only to immediately bump into another individual. Being struck from the back, I wouldn't say absent-minded, but a very distracted-looking lizard seems to be wandering around as people are preparing things. Misha, in fact, you feel a soft thud coming from behind you as someone comes out of Walter's tent and bumps into you.
What? Who's there? What did I hit?
I'm down here.
Oh, hello. Who are you?
I'm Throvrick. Was that like a piece of iron you had in your pocket, or like?
Probably. Sorry, I wasn't looking where I was going. I was thinking very hard on something. But oh, I forgot to mention my name. My name is Mesha.
Mesha. Got it.
So you're new. Are you a guest? I didn't think we were open yet, but hello. Can I help you?
I was invited in by one of those Mr. Tickles, I think his name was. He said I could come and have a look around.
He's not the authority to let people in, but
Oh. Well, I'm invited here and I'm staying here now, right?
Okay.
Throvrick, you have a ticket.
Oh, right. Yeah, I got a ticket.
Oh, you have a ticket?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you're kind of early for the show, but welcome in, and I hope you enjoy the show. Sadly, I need to go. I need to work on some things before the show starts. So,
okay. Well,
I don't mean to be rude, but have fun.
all right. Thank you, Mamisha.
Meisha.
Oh, Misha. Okay.
Meisha then moves, carrying, like, again, several boxes of assorted, like, gear and tools and stuff, balancing them, not entirely being able to see where they're going, but making their way towards the next tent. Throvrek, you decide to follow, for the moment, Walter's advice and head towards the very, very large tent. There you can see a performance being prepared. It appears to be, Arturo, who is currently... Arturo, what are you doing in the main tent?
I would be practicing with my rapier with a basket of fruit nearby.
As
Yeah,
you
it's like
swing
tossing
and
up to there, stabbing him.
all right, as you are tossing them up into the air and basically shish kebabbing them, you can hear the voice of a elderly man. This individual, you guys know, is the professor. Let's see. Here he goes. This is the gentleman.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And he says, Now, Arturo, come, you can do better than this. If people were here to see fruit cutting, I'm sure they'd just go to one of the concession stands. We need to make this more. This is something for the big events. What if we tried to peel an apple instead of stab it?
Ooh, that would be a very interesting feat. Peel an apple while it's in free fall.
Yes, and while you are rolling on a ball of fire...
Well, I can certainly keep my balance. That shouldn't be any difficult task. I was also considering a blindfold being involved too, but
I like where your head's at. Write this down. Get Misha to design flame retardant ball and flame retardant boots, because obviously we don't want your boots to burn up.
Yes.
And these two keep talking back and forth. Off to another side, you can see Naomi and Callisto, who are preparing what looks to be a very strange-looking box. Naomi, what are you up to?
She's trying to figure out the angles of the box so that, we'd be able to avoid Callisto getting, stabbed inside, because obviously we're using real swords.
Oh, Naomi, you fuss far too much, my dear. I mean, after all, it's not exactly as though the steel will hurt me if it does hit me.
Oh, true. Sorry, I'm so nervous. I'm still kind of learning. My parents were magicians, so I'm trying my best.
Oh, you're going to do absolutely wonderfully, my dear.
Do you have any ideas of what we could do? I mean, we kind of are in this together.
Well, I'm happy for whatever you would like, and of course I'll do my best to make sure that anything you set your mind to comes to be.
How about
No, don't second guess. He grabs your hand and says, No, don't second guess yourself. What are you thinking?
I mean, you have those wings and you can glide. What if we did like some magic death-defying jump and then you like save yourself last second, kind of landing? Or I could like as you're falling past as you're falling past the floor, a secret floor. I could like use a spell to kind of brighten it and like make it flash, as if you hit the ground and you just disappeared and showed up somewhere else underneath. You could glide beneath the platform and show up somewhere else.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll need to bring out the platform then. I'm sure Misha could do that. I'll go and tell the attendant to build a collapsible stage so that Maisha can, so we can try this. I think it's a great idea. It's so wonderful. You're full of so many amazing ideas.
Oh, thank you. And then when he runs off to go and get tell them, Naomi kind of just it's like, I'm sorry, Maisha. Like, there's so much work for her to be done.
All right.
She kind of wishes she could help with that too, but she's got to do her own stuff. So.
All right. This is what Throvrek sees as he walks into the main tent.
Wow, I must have got the all access ticket. Well, those are all great ideas. I especially like the fire one.
Oh.
I especially like the fire one.
Arturo, did you see him come in?
No, I was too busy discussing. I'm glad you liked the trick. But yeah, welcome, young master. It's a little early for the circus, but
Did Mr.
you
Tickles
take a
let you
look
in?
around.
No, I got a ticket. I think I got undercharged for it, to be honest, but that's fine.
Even if he was let in, why not share?
The equivalent of like a
Arturo, Naomi, I remind you that you're talking to one of our honored guests.
I'm sorry, Professor. Welcome to the circus.
Yeah, I do not mind you seeing our acts beforehand.
It was
It's
just a
more
little
fun that way.
Okay. Yeah.
He shakes his head and says, "Move aside, move aside." He flaps this large cape and says, "You there, young traveler. What is your name?"
Throvric, obviously entranced by the single flap of his coat. I'm Throvric.
Ah, Throvric. A mighty name indeed. Powerful. Like that of the great worms that tore across the skies here. You know, we here at the circus, we trade in one thing, a secreted thing kept away from all but the most special of people. Do you want to know what it is? He bends down and leans in close and says, "We trade in wonder." Now, young friend, while we prepare the many wonders that you will see throughout the evening, perhaps maybe we can give you one other piece of mystery and magic. As he says this, he flicks it's almost like a yo-yo, but you notice that the yo-yo has strange daggers on it. This is called a bladed Diablo. And as he spins it in his hand, he begins to use these sticks from within his cloak to sort of throw them into the air. He says, "Perhaps while we are preparing for this fantastic show you are about to see, we could show you around as a special guest." And you watch as he then flicks it one last time, and as he does, the Diablo flies outwards and explodes, turning into what looks to be a series of birds that fly out in the direction of the exit. And Harlanot, you've kind of seen the professor do this a few times, and your accompaniments follow soon after. Describe your character for Throvrek as he looks in that direction. What are you doing? How do you hold yourself?
I'd imagine probably sitting at the edge of the arena, watching especially Arturo and Naomi prepare. Almost planning the accompaniment to raise expectations, especially for Arturo, for the big flourishes. Probably with bits of paper, and probably glancing at Throvic, thinking, "You would be special." you must have a story to tell. And almost looking eager.
Well, there is a story. Me and my family had a slight disagreement on the appearance of reality, and my argument was found wanting.
One person's reality is another person's mystery.
So I was highly encouraged to go outside of the clan and explore and try to find myself.
Well, isn't that the sort of thing that leads all of us here eventually? I too travel for reasons. As I start to almost try to compose a new bit of verse. You've gone on mute.
Thank you. As you do so, a person walks in. Well, should I say rushes in, accompanied by what appears to be a griffin. Professor! Oh, this is absolutely terrible. The professor looks over and sees and acknowledges the individual that enters. This is... Let's see, I haven't given this guy a name yet. Let's give him a name. His name shall be... Celestin. Celestin and... let's call this one... Celestin Aniwaki. I like that. Named after our honorable friend who has just joined us in chat. Mwah. Love your face. So Celestin Aniwaki. Now, as he enters, the professor says, Celestin, what seems to be the matter? Professor, it's awful. I can't find him, no matter how hard I look. Can't find who? Look, one of my cards is missing. And he shows the professor. He says, see, look, if you count it this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he starts to count up to 53 cards. He then flips it over and only counts to 52 cards. See? It's missing. It's gone. That is rather peculiar. Do you know which it is? Yes, I think it is. I think it's the black cat again. Oh, by thunder, if that one's out, then it's going to cause all kinds of problems. All right, I'll tell you what. Arturo, Naomi, Halanot, come. I need your assistance.
Okay. Yes, of course.
Actually,
It's over.
you, Throvrek, was it? Yeah, come. More wonders to be seen.
More wonders? Ah, yay!
Okay. As he brings you closer, he says, this is our wrangler of great, wild, and magical beasts, Celestin the Tamer. And this is his pet, Iwaki. And you see the griffin sort of look down. It has the bright colors of kind of a macaw as it sort of kind of purr/screeches. These very, very cute little kind of almost squeaking noises. And as it leans down, it looks to kind of invite Throvrek to pat its nose.
Throvrek will absolutely pat its nose.
It will preen very happily. Now, evidently, our dear summoner has the ability to conjure magical creatures from within the cards in their possession. But alas, one has gone missing. And we need a brave, strong, and powerful person to go seeking out one of his companions. Would you be such a noble person as to help us find our missing animal?
Throvric stretches himself again up to his full height and pops up his chest. Yes, of course I can.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I'll leave it to you three. You four, he says, winking at Throvric. And we'll continue getting things ready for the show.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So we just gotta find a card, right?
Sounds like it.
You're looking for a black cat, okay? Just very specifically, you're looking for a black kit. Very important to know.
Have I? No, I was gonna say, have I seen this card before? Like, has he shown us?
No, he's got a lot of cards.
Okay.
All right.
But he will at this stage leave with the professor to go look in places that probably won't necessarily be as safe.
All right.
All right. Also, super quickly, we have gotten another reward from our lovely friend Calindria, which means we have a natural 20 for Throvric and Walter, and a jinx point for moi. Mwah. Thank you kindly. Okay.
Thank you.
So, the circus is yours to explore.
Do you think? So it's Arturo, Naomi, Throvric, and who?
Me, Halonot.
And
Oh, you were
Hell
there.
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because Misha's busy setting up everything, and Walter's in his tent still.
Yeah. So
Presumably.
maybe
Well-
Misha's seen it around. Walter could probably help us with his fortune telling to see if we could.
Yeah, that's what I was going to suggest. If there was a person who can see the future, maybe he can just see where we find the card in the future.
He does have an eye for cards.
I say
yeah.
let's go see Misha first and see if she's seen anything around.
Yeah. I mean, it does seem like sometimes people treat her as a lost and
Like, well-
found, so
Okay.
not intentionally, but it does seem
Oh,
like lost things
rude.
end up her way.
Oh,
All right.
I'm a brownie.
Find Misha.
Yeah.
You're a brownie?
Yeah, that creature when you lose stuff and it go. Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah. I have
lost
heard
stuff.
that. Yeah. You blame it on the brownies.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. That's true.
Kind of like the same thing with like gremlins, but that's like more technology or something like that breaking.
Okay, there we go. We should see everyone on screen now, and you guys should be able to see your characters.
Yay!
All right. So, the scene is yours as you explore, trying to find this strange black cat. You decide to head towards the fortune teller's tent, and you bump into Misha first and foremost.
Oh,
Ah!
perfect timing. You were also someone we were intending to meet.
Oh, hi guys.
Hey, Misha.
What are we up to?
Well, oh, thank you. We're trying to find Celestin's missing card. Have you seen a black cat card around?
I have not, but I can help you. I can take a break from what I'm doing right now and help you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Well,
The more
More-
minds we have, the better.
yeah, I was about to say that. Something like that.
All right. Well, we were just
Um,
heading on our way to Walter's tent. If you'd care to join us.
Yeah,
Thinking maybe he can
lead on.
Yeah.
All right. It is not too far to get to Walter's tent, as once again you are confronted by the smell of incense and basically that kind of, that typical sort of ambient you get from the fortune teller's hut.
Walter,
Yes.
Yeah, I guess just call inside of it. Yeah, I was like, do we just walk in? Or...
is it? Or can we
Come on in. You know you're allowed to come in whenever you need me. Come on.
Well, we just
Does
kinda
it fit all of us?
Yeah, it can fit all of you quite easily.
Oh, okay.
It's
Like a small
it's a
tent on the
dimensional
outside, but it's
thing.
huge.
Don't worry about
Yeah,
it. The
and
inside's slightly larger than the outside.
Yeah.
TARDIS.
So, wow, throwback. I see you've met the rest of the group.
Yeah, I feel like they just we're hunting and us
professor
people know how to
kinda-
hunt things.
the professor kind of saw potential in him and thought he could help out.
Oh,
Potential.
indeed.
I mean, I don't know. You know the professor.
I don't.
I do. He doesn't, but I do.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, what are you searching
True.
So Celestin is lost one of his summon cards.
The cat again, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
That one is a tricky one to find.
Well, you know how cats be.
I do. Particularly that one. So-
We figured we come here and you can look into the future and see where we find the cat. Save us a lot of groundwork.
I don't think he can see the future. He just tells a fortune, and it might help us figure out where it could be.
Yeah. I thought we had this discussion before there, short one, but apparently wasn't
Well, I
quite
thought it
specific.
would be more useful if with a person you know really well, and I thought you knew the cat really well.
I know of the cat. It's rarely summoned. Okay, well, let's see what we can do. My tent is in a lot better condition now, as I gently move the crystal or the glass orb off the table onto a shelf, and I'll do another reading to see if I can identify where this cat may have gone off to.
All right,
Ah,
you're seeking
well, I'm dealing
something
with the-
lost.
So,
All right, seeking something lost to give us a number between 1 and 9.
choking on air, that's great. 1 to 9.
All right. That is not surprising. The card you pull out is the carnival.
Oh,
Uh,
I thought it was
All
gonna be
right,
literally a
it's
cat.
somewhere here.
it hasn't been. So,
Well, that narrows it
fortunately,
down.
we've got it before it's left the circus grounds. Last
So
time
it's
when I got to
still
the
here,
local
okay.
village, it took several hours to find. So it is
That
still
is-
somewhere
yeah.
within the circus.
All right.
Okay, good.
The carnival also represents misleading illusions and false dreams. What it could mean is that while this creature may appear lost, it may be closer at hand than one would expect. The first thing that jumps into your mind is where it should be. We should look there first.
So, was the card misplaced or was the cat summoned and lost?
He didn't say. He just said he was missing one of his cards.
Yeah, it sounded
card
like
was
more of
likely
the card
misplaced.
itself went missing.
Have you
yeah.
checked his tent?
I-
No.
Wouldn't put it past Celestin for not just noticing it in their own tent, but it would be a
let
good
us
place
start
to
there
look.
first. I tidy up the deck, set it aside, put the glass ball back on the table, straighten out the cloth, do one quick more glance of my tent to make sure everything is in the right place, and then I head out to take a look where the card should be.
All right. Heading out, you make your way towards the tent of Celestin. As you arrive, sure enough, you see mounted on the windowsill a beautiful black-furred cat.
Ooh, there it is.
There you are.
Oh, the tail. Hello. Aw.
Oh. That's
There
cool.
you go. That is what you see.
Oh, what's
That looks.
Oh,
That looks like him.
that was fairly easy. Good work, Throwvek, for helping us find the cat.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
We haven't exactly caught the cat yet.
True, but it
That's
has
half
been
the fun.
found.
Half the fun's finding it. The other half is catching it.
It seems to be
I mean,
cleaning
we could-
itself.
We could just let Celestin know, and then Celestin could come and get him.
Dang, we should have stopped at my workshop. I think I have a trap in there.
Oh, actually,
Traps?
I keep forgetting. Can a summoner and their Edolan speak telepathically, or is that something else that they can get?
If you don't have the ability, you can't do it.
Okay. All right.
I legitimately thought that was John's cat that made that sound. Because that was perfectly timed.
Okay.
I can't speak to regular cats, right? I can only speak to.
So, were you just
No.
asked to find or retrieve the cat?
I think we're
Uh,
asked to find
To find it.
And
Yeah,
I would assume retrieve, but I think if we have the cat here, we can just let Celeste know. I mean, I could.
Throvrek, would you mind going finding him and letting him know that his cat is in his tent?
Yeah, sure. Throvik turns around and makes his way, and then he realized he's going in the opposite direction of the big top, and that was the last time we saw it.
Walter, why did you let the guy that doesn't know the
Oh,
car
Yes,
circus
I'll
that
go
much?
with him so he knows where to go.
And there we go.
All right. As soon as you move away, the cat notices you. Its piercing violet eyes scanning over you, and it almost seems like it understands what you're doing. And it rears its back and gives a very soft, not a violent one, but a very, very soft warning hiss as it watches Throvrek leave. Do you stop when it does this?
Throvik's back would be good, so you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
I might put my arm in front of Throwvek and be like, wait. We should probably stay.
Okay.
I don't think he wants to return. We might need to convince him to come down.
Can I try something?
You may.
Can I probably take out the lute, start playing, and create dancing lights around the cat to try and get it to play with the lights?
Ooh, you may. Please make me a.
nice.
Please make me either a handle animal or a performance check.
I think I will go for performance when that happened last
There
time.
is no animal handle.
Come on, this is what got.
Well, survival
Well,
instead of
last
animal handling. All right. Hey!
That's a
Yes!
performance check.
Yes!
All right. That is a
Two
natural
games in
20.
a row.
I like how Harlanot is just always critting.
Dang.
It is. Yeah, Holland's
First
on
roll,
fire.
too,
All right.
yeah.
It is very distracted by what you've said, giving an opening for Throvrek to leave. At this point, you hear a voice coming from nearby. So, you enjoying the show so far? With the arrival of Mr. Tickles, who seems to pop up behind Throvrek, surprising and startling him. Throvrek, what do you do when you are surprised and startled?
Throvik's going to turn around and kind of backhand the guy.
He's not quite that close, but you can definitely take a swipe.
Yeah.
All right. He's like, whoa, easy there, champion. Oh, I love those guns. Maybe you should give a go to the strongman challenge. I bet you could give, the reigning champion a run for his money, huh?
Well, I might do that, but first I'm gonna go find the guy with the griffin.
The guy with the ribbon.
The griffin.
The griffin.
No, the griffin.
You know a guy named Griffin?
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat. I knew a guy named Griffin once. I think he owes me 3 copper.
Only 3 copper. Why didn't you go for 4?
Well, why didn't he go for 4? Well, I mean, well, I don't know really. I mean, perhaps maybe I should have next time.
Always try to get more.
I like this one. Hi, Naomi.
Hi, Mr. Tickles.
How are ya? Do you want a rubber duck?
Good. No, it's okay. We're just watching this kitten right now.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want to, what are you all doing hanging around here? Shouldn't you be getting ready for the show?
Well, this is Sebastian's kit this is
His
Sebastian's
cat?
summon, his cat, yeah.
What cat? With the distraction, you look around.
Ugh.
Make a perception check. Now, hold on. With your natural 20, you do notice where it's gone, so you don't need to make one. But for the rest of you,
No. Of course I was.
Do we all need to roll it? I'm assuming.
yes, everyone except for Halanot.
Okay. Wow. Nope.
All right. Walter and Harlanot, the two of you don't take your eyes off the cat and notice that as soon as Mr. Tickles showed up, it sort of leapt off its perch and began to walk, not panicked, but walk towards the big tent.
I'll follow it, but kind of at a distance. I'll just keep my eye on it as I'm moving.
Sure. Harlanot?
It's probably try to bank around a little bit just in case it
Tries
goes off to
to
the side.
run off the side. Yeah, okay, cool. I see what you're doing. So the both of you are kind of like on either side of it, kind of like slowly following it.
Shepherding it towards the kit tent almost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it definitely goes towards the tent as Mr. Tickles says, "Hey, do you want to hear a joke?"
Oh, your jokes are always interesting. I don't mind hearing them.
Okay, you ready for this one? How many paladins does it take to change a light bulb?
Oh, wait,
What's a
I
light
know this
bulb?
one.
What's a light bulb?
Yeah, exactly.
A light bulb. It's like what artificers use to create dancing lights. I would have thought you would have known that.
Actually, that's true. The circus section probably would have some if we had a budget.
Huh?
I know this one. I know this one.
I don't know what age we are in it. So electricity's a thing.
You literally are a character who can make a tiny mech. Like,
Oh yeah, that's right.
you literally create robots.
I'm sorry.
You said you know this one. Did you? Oh, I thought you were gonna.
It's
How many?
one to pray, one to lead, and the other one is the one who the other one just looks at it and tries to hit it.
Oh, that's so close, but you're a little bit off. You only need 2 paladins to change a light bulb. One to change the light bulb, and the other to hold up the light.
Oh god.
I got another paladin joke for you before you leave. How does a paladin make holy water?
Ow.
He stabs it.
He boils the hell out of it.
What?
He
All right.
boils it.
Oh,
That boils the hell out. Yeah.
All
oh yeah. Okay.
Now, as this happens, the four of you are very distracted by Tickles. And by the time you turn around with your perception checks, you've lost sight of Harlanot, Walter, and the cat.
Nah.
Okay. I love how you guys just went hook, line, and sinker into getting distracted by this dude.
Hey, I get distracted by jokes all the time.
I rolled a 5, so of course I did.
That's very true.
I'm
That's
equally
very
distracted.
true.
I'm a cat.
And
I'm also a cat.
All right. He does tell you another paladin joke. You ready for it?
Hmm.
Tell
What?
us as we're walking.
Well, where are you walking to? You don't know where you're going. He says, what is a paladin's favorite armor?
Holy plate.
No.
Well, it's pretty close. It's chainmail.
Chainmail.
Yeah, it's the holy armor. All right. Now inside the tent, Harlanot and Walter, you follow after the cat and can see almost immediately it has scaled the tightrope and is now about 160 foot off the ground on a very, very thin cable that runs between the main circus tent support and one of the secondary ones off to the side.
Well, it's probably safer up there than I am.
And same for me as well.
But we're in the main tent, so
We're in the main tent. Looks right. Do we have someone in here that can go and fetch Arturo? He's probably the best up there.
You can just pop your head out and call for him. Like he's within shouting range.
Arturo, get in here.
Oh, yes.
You're up.
Did you find where the cat left to?
Yeah, up where your one of your old homes.
Oh,
Guessing from. As
Well.
as I look up.
there is a reason why they call it a catwalk, I guess. Meow. Yeah, I'll go get him.
Well, I'm gonna follow Arturo. Like, sorry, Mr. Tickles, we gotta go get a cat.
Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about me. I'll just be around as I always am. And you watch as he like suddenly pulls out like what looks to be a pie, and then looks around and then just walks off.
What?
You're
Okay.
gonna pie someone, or he's going to just eat a pie.
He's a good clown. He's
Well,
very
of
good
course, everyone here is fantastic at what they do. All right.
He's better than those creepy guys in our last place. And
Yeah.
just remember, if
All
you
right.
say his name 3 times in the mirror, he shows up.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, I guess I'll just try to climb up and get him down like a fireman or a cat, in a tree.
All right. You begin to climb the ladder. Hand over hand, you begin to make your way up to the top of the rung. You realize that, everything about your high-rise life is so familiar, but there's a sinking feeling. You haven't done high rope work since you left your family, and lots of memories come back. Not fear or anything like that, but just you miss your sister and your brothers, your mom and your dad, and you quietly wonder, if they're okay and where they are. Now, as you arrive, you end up on the platform between the ropes, and the cat is about halfway across what looks to be a 60-foot wide gap.
Is the net up?
The net is not up.
Yeah. I'll call down. It's like, it might not be necessary, but if someone was down below with a net or just a pair of arms that could catch a falling cat or different falling cat,
Grab the fireman truck
that'd be
thing.
well appreciated.
So
Well, we
while
can.
while Arturo's on the ledge about to go,
So
can
I'll
I,
look around.
can I take out the loot and start to almost play the themes that we used to play for his family?
Yeah.
Inspire him with courage.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, I think we
I
can.
like
I think we can do that. Here we go.
Oh, he's already up. Oh, like,
It's amazing what you can do on a loot. All right, so there you go.
He's drumming the side of it with his fingers, and then
This is just the music in his head.
Yeah. And then he picks it up. Yeah, it's an amazing loot.
Also, not
All
that
it
this
would be
will
is
be the case.
+1 to his roll, but if he rolls, yeah.
All right,
nice.
Arturo, you get a +1 to your roll. Now, as you step out across, you'll need to make an acrobatics check.
I can do that.
When
gonna-
he's about to do that, I'm gonna be like, Anomi, I'm gonna mess up your name.
throw
Yeah.
wreck.
Yeah. Hey, can you help me get this net out of this box over here, and that we could try to set it up?
Also, how high up is this?
160 foot.
60 feet.
Hmm.
That
I mean-
there's no one catching you if you fall, because that would be 2 dead people.
Yeah.
So I'll go help pull out the safety nets.
I'm pretty confident I can catch him.
All right, you go off and you try
I
to
am
get some
too.
safe. The three of you will go and get some safety nets. There's a small bin that's nearby, which you can definitely get the stuff by. Now, you got an 18. An 18 is precisely what you needed to succeed
Whoa.
this challenge. So you begin to step out onto that catwalk, and as you do so, you see it sort of slowly kind of bouncing a little bit, as the cat just seems to watch you. Now, you're going to have to make this check 3 times to successfully get across. With the music, you will have a +1 every check. So you've made 1 success so far. Let's see if you can make 2 more.
All right.
What's the tightrope made of?
It is an interspun series of cable. Metal.
You know what would be cooler? Much more
nice.
entertaining? If the entire rope was on fire.
Mm.
Yes. While doing a mundane rescue of a cat, set it on fire.
Oh,
All right,
So
you
glad I
get-
gave you that +1.
All right, you get
Oh,
to the
yeah.
middle. That
Oh.
+1's really helped you. All right. So, as you get to the middle, I need you to make me an athletics check to try and grab. Oh, wait, we have a divine intervention. Can you re-roll that last check, please?
oh,
Felix, this is supposed to help one of your friends. You're not supposed to make it harder for me.
The trickster god gives the cat Tressim wings. That's just cruel.
You know what? Yeah, you just wanted me to
Okay.
do better so I could.
Just wanted to do better. Okay, cool. So now you can make an. All right. So now you can make an athletics check to try and grab the cat.
Also at the +1.
Yes.
Athletics.
nice.
All right, you reach out to grab the cat, and as you do, all of a sudden, you grab smoke. And you look around, there is no cat. Looking down, Harlanot, about maybe 10 foot away from you, on the floor, licking its paw as if it was there the whole time, you see the cat. Meow. Throver claps. Arturo, you are 160 foot in the air.
Oh gosh.
I do the
Instead of
same.
going-
I poof into smoke and teleport to the ground.
I can tell you how you can teleport to the ground.
Don't. Yeah, I mean, I take half damage from falling, but I feel like that's still quite the distance.
All right. I'll need
I'll-
three. I'll need 3 checks from you to get to safety now.
Yeah.
Do we got the net up yet, or?
You've pulled out the net. The net is kind of you're kind of like still winding it up.
Oh, okay.
First check is
Good
fine.
acrobats need no net. Okay,
Second check is
that one. I was
fine.
Make me fall just for saying that.
Oh,
Yeah, that
You
one-
you
did
definitely
really
come
well.
from a family of tightrope walkers. You make your way there and back. And Maisha, you, Walter, and Throvrek,
Just get
you
there.
you managed to get the net up pretty well. It's now spun across, which is good because it does need to be done for the show anyway. But as you climb down, the cat is on the move already, making their way out of the tent.
Well,
gosh.
that wasn't ideal, but always nice to get some practice back in.
You did pretty good. That's like your family used to do it. Great job.
Thank you.
All right. Following the cat, you rush, chasing after them into the carnival. Not the area which was like where all the living areas were, but actually out in the front where you could see the carnival games are currently in full swing. Now, while there's not many people here, like it's still quite early, you can see that the carnival, sort of like mini games are all there. You've got like Dunk the Clown. You've got what looks to be like these kind of like those rope bridges that you have to try and climb across before they knock you down. You have like prizes on a wall, knocking over milk bottles, and you could see that there is a test of strength. Hammer and bell in the center. There you could see Mr. Tickles, but it looks like Mr. Tickles, but Mr. Tickles' arms have clearly been inflated like balloons, and he's standing next to a hammer. He, like again, as you're passing by, everyone's like, telling you, roll up, try your luck, fancy to win a prize, all these sorts of guys. And then of course you have Mr. Tickles who says, "Oh hi guys."
Hi, Mr. Tickles.
Well, hello again.
I didn't expect to see you again so soon. It's almost like we can't get rid of each other.
Still
Almost
on
as
our
if we work
never-ending
here.
quest to find the cat.
Oh, that's
Cat's
okay.
actually over there, but yeah.
Cat's over where?
No. As I looked at him, I'm assuming he's gone again. It's like, dang it.
You haven't looked. It's not gone. It's sitting at the
Oh,
top of the.
yeah, just-
It's sitting on top of the bell to the strongman's. Bell thing.
I just point at the cat. It's up there.
Oh, so it is. Huh? Hello, kitty. Well, ain't that a thing?
Yeah, we're trying to get it back to Celestin.
Oh well, I'm sure he'll need that for his show later on today. Well,
Yeah.
there's only one way I could see for you to get him down.
That's to hit the
Oh.
bell.
Oh.
Oh,
As you say that, you notice that Mr. Tickles is pulling a gun out of his front
No.
pack, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that'll work too, of course." Here,
I can picture being one of those like long
No.
clown guns.
Let's not be too quick. Let's not throw out the gun quite yet.
he says, "Oh well, of course, try your luck. Here you go, kid." He hands Throvrek a large mallet.
All right. Stand back. He's gonna swing
I'm
it up.
gonna-
Squeaky shoes step back.
Yeah. And he's gonna try to hit the target.
All right, make an athletics check as you swing downwards at the target.
Athletics. 17.
It goes up 70, 80, 90, and then falls back down. Oh, that was so close.
How dare it not hit the bell?
Naomi's gonna stand at the base just in case the cat jumps. Although she forgot it could teleport. But yeah, she's just gonna stand down there just in case.
All right, you go and stand nearby. You're just getting ready to catch the cat if it jumps down.
Yeah.
All right, well, why don't somebody else have a go? I mean, there's plenty of swinging action for each of you. Huh?
If
Well-
they fail, then I'll try.
we don't need to swing it. I mean, if anybody wants to try again, but I think I can do something with the gears or and make it go up all the way.
Make
Somehow.
a crafting check.
All right.
Ooh. Nice.
All right, with a 20 on your crafting check, you know that this is actually a trick. Behind the actual bell itself is a very, very heavy weight that is used to offset the weight. So when you hit it, there's that level of resistance. You remove the weight very easily because it's designed to come off, especially when the strong man hits it. And it allows for the weight to get carried all the way to the top with ease. Who would like to make an athletics check?
I
think you should give it
back
another-
to the kid. Yeah.
you
Actually, I
should
don't
give it
know
another
how
try
old
to
throwback
throwback.
is. How old actually is
Throwback.
throwback, or would it be obvious or not to us?
How do you tell the age of a Kerbal?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I'd say I'll look up starting ages later. But yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. All I know is I'm looking up to you ever so slightly.
I'm gonna hit it again.
All right. Wham! Make your athletics check.
I bet this is gonna be less.
Ooh.
Oh.
It was almost less. Sorry, there was almost a 1. With a 13, you hit it, and this time, whoosh! It soars up, and you hear this bing! And as it hits, you see the cloud of smoke appear yet again. And then you will look around, and nearby, you see the smoke reappear and remanifest over by a tent. It's kind of like an exotic wonders tent.
Oof.
Well,
I better put this back.
All right,
He just resets the
Yeah.
trigger.
you
Nice.
do so. And once again, you gather up and you quickly make haste towards the tent. Now,
yes, we'll just keep on chasing this wild goose. I mean, cat.
Wait. You know, I've had my fair share of like stray cats and alley cats. None of them really teleported like this. I'm assuming this isn't just a regular cat, right?
Well, he's a special circus cat. Everything here in the circus is magical,
Oh, really?
in one way or another.
Yeah.
What a wondrous place. It truly is.
Well, they don't call it the Wayward Wonders for nothing.
I think maybe this time we should. I mean, we keep running at the cat. Maybe we should try sneaking up on it.
I can tell you right now that I'm not great at sneaking up on things.
Neither am I, but I have an idea if we could get kind of close.
well, I mean, given that it was high up on something, I'm surprised you didn't just ask Callisto to fly up and grab it.
And Callisto isn't. Well, I guess I could have brought him here. True. Well,
Actually, a good
he can't
point.
fly. He can glide. He can't actually fly. Yet.
Potato.
But yeah. I mean, I could have maybe just summoned him up there. How far would it have been to the bell? Like, how high would the bell been up?
It's like maybe 15 foot, give or take.
Oh, I think I could summon him at. Oh yeah, I could summon him 30 feet.
I
so
could- I could
guess
try
there's
to sneak.
something up there.
I could try to sneak up to it. I have my my suit. I haven't tried it out yet. I just made it. It's supposed
If
to,
I-
make me more stealthy.
Oh,
I've got a very bad idea.
Oh,
well,
Can I summon my unseen servant? Sneak up on it behind.
ooh,
Well, it depends. If you summon a servant and there's no one around to see it, is it still an unseen servant?
Yes, good rib tickler, that one.
good one, Mr. Tickle.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I
feel like
appreciate
that'd
it.
be a very good idea.
So would I be allowed to use my unseen servant to go on the other side?
Other side of what?
The cat.
The
Actually,
cat has
I don't
gone
know.
into a tent known as the Exotic Wonders tent.
Oh, I thought it was on the tent.
How to not? I have an idea. If your servant thing can hold the end of this rope and drag it, I might be able to. Because cats like shiny things, right? Like they might try to attack it.
Yes, that's where I went for with the dancing lights at the start.
Yeah. What if we
And it worked
had
very
the
well.
cat? What if we had the cat follow a light back to the main tent?
Yes.
I could.
And-
So the idea that I have is, if we hand the one side of a rope to your unseen servant, and then the other side of the rope, I cast light on it. Assuming if I can cast light on one part of the rope, and then the light just gets dragged across the ground, and the cat just follows it. Otherwise, I can tie something into it and have I could have something lit up as with the rope tied around it, and we could drag it back to Celestin.
That's a really good idea,
Naomi.
Naomi. Right.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea, but would you just be creating just a line of light throughout the entire circus?
Well, so I was thinking, if it would just maybe if I did one object with the rope tied around it, or if I could just do a section of the rope.
How long do you think it'll take to do that?
As long as I can keep light up.
By the way, Michael,
Alright.
at this point, are there patrons walking around? Or are we still just getting close to opening?
No. There are patrons now slowly arriving.
Okay, I'll also suggest a rope like that would maybe not be that great, considering that there's going to be a large amount of foot traffic here. You don't really want to
Okay.
trip anybody.
If it's the unseen
um,
servant, could it just be a nice short branch? Doesn't have to
Wait,
be
could
long.
he-
The unseen servant could be waving it and dragging it back.
Yeah, sure.
True.
All right, I know light
Okay.
bulbs exists now.
The
I just
branch
need
would
some
actually
red
work too.
glass and a tube.
Also another thing. I don't know if you guys noticed, but this thing can just almost teleport at will. So once we catch the cat, it can just teleport away.
So yeah, if we have your unseen serpent, just bring it back to Celestin. Maybe it'll be too distracted following the lit up object
We're not attempting
or
to
the
catch it.
branch.
We're
Yeah.
persuading it to return.
Mhm.
We're not going after it. We're just playing.
Is there an illusionist in the circus?
Technically the guy who has the deck of cards. And Naomi.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought deck of cards. That's Walter.
We could create a minor illusion of a mouse running into the tent.
Actually, I can create stuff with prestidigitation, but I don't know if I can create a mouse. Maybe do
Yeah, I think
a toy mouse or
prestidigitation is
something.
sensory illusions, not really full manifested illusions.
Well, it says create a temporary object of negligible bulk made of congealed magic substance. The object looks crude and artificial and is extremely fragile. It can't be used as a tool, weapon, or spell component.
No, it's not really.
Whilst
Yeah.
everyone's talking and discussing, can Throlric kind of just inch his way closer and closer to the tent of wonders?
You may. As you start to get closer to the Tent of Wonders, another very different type of smell seems to come in, almost like women's perfume. It is sickly sweet with a scent of almost like vanilla mixed together with some exotic spices. As you go to leave, Mr. Tickles says, "Hey, Harlanot!"
Gonna hit
I'm
me with another rib shake there.
Well, yeah, I'm surprised that you haven't caught the cat already. I thought you were a monk.
A monk?
Yeah,
Just
you know,
because
a
my finger
monk.
Stands?
Well, because you spend all your time doing key changes.
Walter starts sharpening his
Ugh.
I thought that was funny.
That was very good. That was a
That's a good one.
Ugh, man. Oh, everyone loves a good pun or joke.
I love puns.
All right.
But yeah,
Since the
but
circus is
Suits.
approaching starting, I'm gonna go find Celestine is his name.
Yeah.
And when I find him, I'm gonna ask what his cat's favorite treat is. It's currently in the Tent of Wonders, and I'm looking to lure it back here.
Very well. All right. I will let you know when you find Celestine. In the meantime, the Tent of Wonders being not too far away, those of you who have gone.
yeah, I definitely accompany Throwback.
All right.
Imagine I'll follow behind.
You
I probably should've
enter.
gone with Walter.
You enter a beautiful room that has a small stage in the center of what looks to be a kind of almost like a semicircular pit. The pit is 5 foot deep and has a small circular raised dais in the center of it. Above the 5 foot pit is like this slanted kind of floor where you see the seats would normally be looking down into that area. In the center, you see, moving with grace and beauty, this gorgeous, bald elf. She is moving with, like a certain level of contortion, of poise, and you realize that wrapped around her is this incredibly long python. And the floor of the pit is roiling with dozens of snakes.
Well, you're not afraid of reptiles, are you, Throwback?
No. Why would I be scared of reptiles?
Yeah, wouldn't think so. I mean, you may be surprised. One of my siblings actually really does not like cats.
Oh, well, then this task would have been almost impossible for them.
Oh, for sure.
I'm sorry to interrupt, pretty snake lady, but you wouldn't happen to have seen a cat around here, would you?
Okay, this woman's name is Lunray the Snake Whisperer, which is what I named her just then. Lunray says, all are welcomed here, whether they travel upon 2 legs, 4, or slide upon their bellies on the ground.
So is that a yes?
The cat you seek is here. As you watch her point towards a small circle of cobras that don't seem to be arced up or hissing. They're just kind of like standing, looking, kind of like, hey, there's a cat. Neat. Hey, cat. Meow. Yeah. And the cat is once again just sort of looking at you all.
Thank you for your help, miss. Madam?
Oh, of course. You may call me Lunray, my beautiful child.
Lunray. Thank you. You don't mind if I go have, say hello to your cobras by any chance, do you?
Oh. Have you worked with snakes before?
Throverek thinks back to a couple of members from his tribe. Yeah, kinda.
Well then, mighty dragon, you may, of course, enter the snake's den and walk among the serpents to retrieve that which you seek.
Thank you. Throverek will make his way over. He's gonna step very carefully to make sure he doesn't
But-
step on his friend. Oh, wait. Oh, okay.
Be warned, for a tale as old as time says that in the time before the dragons, the gods created the beasts of the land. And the serpents that were created were born from the breath of the dragons, distilled into their fangs and dripped into the earth, creating the venom which courses through their veins. Even a single drop powerful enough to fell a giant. Take care, little one, for you must be as a dragon to stay their vengeful bite.
I would recommend someone not being a patron of our establishment to be the one that gets into possible trouble.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's almost like I've been challenged to do it.
I'll do it.
And Thorvik is not one to not do a challenge.
Fair enough. I would not stop you.
You seem more high pitched than usual.
I know what you're talking about. Don't worry about it.
Thorvik, if you want, I can. do it.
So Thorvik will just carefully make his way over to the coil of cobras, making sure not to step on a scaly friend.
All right. Make a... Ooh, what's this? Ooh, I love that. Let's do this. All right. You begin to step out. Make an acrobatics check.
Yes, very good at acrobatics. Yeah, a 14.
All right. You step out, and immediately you've alerted and not enraged, but they're now like on alert. Several of the snakes around you. All right, I'll need 2 more from you as you make your way across the snake pit.
Yep. Oh yeah, 6.
Oh, they are angry. You see them sort of arcing up. Their cobra hoods flare outwards.
Yep.
And he watches the elf is still just.
Yep. And the last one?
Yes, please.
Oh, the
Oh
snake.
no.
All right.
Oh.
Immediately, Thorvek, you are beset upon by a dozen serpents. They leap up at you and start to maul you, biting you from all angles. What do the rest of you do when you see this? Good job.
Try and get him out of there. I'm gonna throw him a rope.
Yeah.
You throw him a rope.
Thorvik.
All right. Now, as you throw him a rope, Throvrik, you realize something. The snakes are upon you, but their bites don't seem to hurt.
Oh. Okay.
You look down at your hand, and several of the snakes have bitten on you, and they're just sort of wiggling a bit. But you realize they actually don't seem to have fangs.
They're illusion snakes. God damn it.
No.
Just fake snakes.
Oh, it hurts so much. Ow, ow. Oh, yes. Hey, Mr. Cat.
Oh yes.
You see a very small smirk appear off the side of the elf's mouth. She looks over to Harlanot and Walter, who are the older of you guys, and says, "I like this one." You two know the secret here, which is all of Lunray's snakes are actually rehabilitated snakes who have had their fangs damaged in the wild, and she's adopted them and cares for them. They're part of the show and are perfectly safe to handle, if they, with the exception of the one that she has around her. I mean, it is perfectly safe to handle, but it's not venomous. It is a python, so it doesn't have venom. So there's never any real danger to people. Even if they get antsy, they do little more than gum at people. However, the younger kids, Arturo, Maisha, and Naomi, you don't know this.
Hey, I'm 19.
Oh my god.
I'm legally an adult.
All right. Throvek,
I'm
you
20.
you make your way across, still with snakes hanging off you, and reach down and pick up the cat. Cat allows you to do so, realizing that you've, kind of walked across snakes to come and get it. And it looks at you with these beautiful purple eyes, and as it meows one last time, you hear the sound of a bell chiming. And then suddenly you are no longer holding a cat, but a small black playing card with a golden trim, and emblazoned upon its face, you see a black cat, and the words underneath it reading, misfortune.
What a good little kitty. All right. Now what?
Well, the rope's in there. You can climb out.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
It's a 5-foot pit,
let-
dude.
Yeah. Let me just kind of. I'm sorry, Mr. Snake.
He's 3 feet.
Here you go. Put you on the ground. So here you go, Mr. Snake. There you go. He's gonna just kind of like peel the snakes off him as he makes his way to the edge.
Nice. You put the snakes down. They are appreciative of being put down, and at this point, we're going to fast forward a little bit so that we can finish on time here. You make your way back to the main tent, and as you do so, waiting for you is this individual. Myron Thunder Stendel. Wait, what? Why is that doing that? That's fine. There we go. All right. Myron looks at you and greets you warmly, saying, so you must be the visitor I heard about. Wonderful, Mr. Throvrek, so I'm told.
Yeah, perfect.
Well, aren't you a little wonder yourself? He's standing next to him. You can see Celestin and Iwaki.
Oh, your cat, card cat. Here you go.
They take it generously and they put it back in the deck. As soon as that happens, you see that the sort of like pole that's attached to the banner behind Celestin leans down and says, "I thought he was going to give you a bit more trouble than that." Well, I mean, it's good that your card's back. Yay! Did you do this? What? Me? No. Yes, I did. We will have words about this. Thank you, everyone, for your assistance. It is a great help, and we will be ready to put on a show very soon. He bids the ringmaster farewell, and he leaves. But before he does so, we'll offer a small reward to our little Throvrek. Throvrek, you gain 3 silver.
Thank you.
He got his entry fee back with the 2 extra.
Yeah.
Very carefully put it in the chest, in the pouch, in the chest, and that.
Well, all that ends well, I suppose, and we're about to open up. But, I say, you seem to be quite the wonder yourself, Mr. Throvrek. I don't suppose you'd be looking for a job.
Well, now that you mention it, I kind of am. Like I said, me and my tribe had a bit of a disagreement, and was hoping that someone would come pick me up and hire me.
Oh, yes, families can be hard, but, we find here at the circus that found family is definitely there for you. I mean, we have been with each other for quite some time. Ever since we founded this circus 7 months ago, we have managed to create something special here, something that allows us to look after each other. As some of our new friends, as Mr. Tickles and Celestine and Lunray, have also found that we're not trying to make a circus to make money. We're making a circus to make people happy. Do you wish to make people happy, Throvrek?
I do. But do you need? But here's the thing. Do you need a fire tamer? Do you have a
Fire tamer? Well, a fire tamer indeed. If you can, I know that someone sent me a requisition order across my desk today for some flaming orbs. I think perhaps we could definitely make use of someone capable of wielding fire.
Wonderful. Well then, well, if you like, we can talk about stuff later. If you like, after the show. I would like to see the show first.
Oh, of course, of course, of course. Please go enjoy the festivities, and the rest of you. Great work today. Absolutely wonderful. The show will be starting very soon. I'll be doing all the announcements and the like. Naomi, Callisto is waiting for you. The props have already been made, and Maisha, don't worry about the requisition orders. I've managed to work with a few of the clowns, and we've managed to prepare the orb for Mr. Arturo and the stage for Naomi and Callisto.
Good. Awesome.
Though, if you could, we are having some issue with some of the lighting. Do you reckon we could have you up there just for tonight?
Sure.
Oh, thank you. What I wouldn't do. What would I do without you?
I'll head that way right now. Head that way right now.
Thank you. And Walter, your tent is all ready, sir. If please, of course, as always, continue to do your best to temper your prophetic nature with your entertainment. Last time we had a 6-year-old girl cry because apparently the love of her life would be stolen away by her best friend. That it may not be necessarily what a 10-year-old needs to hear. Maybe stick to like what they should eat for breakfast and maybe lucky colors.
As you request, sir.
Thanks, Walter. And
You're welcome.
And Halanot, I mean, I looked into that matter we discussed. I couldn't find the person you asked me to seek out, but I did find some individuals who knew the Wonder Seekers. They've sent through a small collection or small group of, gnomish people who had been undergoing the bleaching. So you'll have a chance to perform for them if you'd like, or if you'd like, I can try and clear up a little bit of time in your schedule so you can maybe escort them around the circus personally if you'd like.
Escorting them around and spending time to try to offset it might be the best way to
Of course, I understand.
reverse.
Well, take all the time you need. As soon as they're ready and in the tent, I'll expect you to be back and performing. But I know that when we first set out to do this endeavor, the helping of those gnomes who needed new experiences was very important to you, and it's something very near and dear to my heart as well. Anything I could do to help facilitate it, you only have to ask.
Thank you.
Of course. All right. At this stage, several hours pass. It is a roaring success. It is filled to the brim with patrons, people of all ages who have come to enjoy everything. The clowns are keeping everyone in high spirits. The people, the acrobats are performing. Throvrek, you've been provided with everything you need to tame fire. And most importantly, you feel for the first time that the children are looking at you with just this wide-eyed admiration of yourself and all the things that you are doing. Naomi, you and Callisto put on a fabulous showing at the front, inviting people to the big top for the grand event. As you are preparing, everyone begins to file into the circus. The lights go down. And Maisha, you begin to put the spotlight to the center stage. You can see the clowns are getting everyone in their seats. Popcorn is being distributed. Arturo, you're backstage in your makeup, getting ready, as is Naomi and Callisto. Walter, you've kind of made your way into the auditorium. And Holonot, you are escorting the gnomes that you are with into their various seats. Well, Throvrak, you've not seen the show before, and you've been invited to come and sit with the audience. As this happens, a hushed tone falls over the crowd. As it does, Okay. Here we go. You suddenly find yourself settled. And suddenly, as the curtains open, revealing Myron Thunder Stendel, the one and only ringmaster of the Circus of Wayward Wonders, you notice that he is not standing, but laying down in a pool of blood. His body cold and stiff. Several of the clowns immediately rush around. They know kind of that the scene before them, an upsetting one to say the least, should not be witnessed by the audience, and quickly grab tents and sheets and move to create a barricade, while many of the performers, yourselves included, rush over.
I move the light like right away.
Yeah, you move the light off to the side. Mr. Tickles is there, and as he just starts performing to kind of distract the crowd and the audience. Amidst the group that is now gathered around the body, is the corpse of the ringmaster, twisted in the throes of what can only be described as terrible pain. Everyone around you knew Myron for his amazing, powerful voice, his gentle heart, and for bringing this group together, to bringing this circus together. But now, he is dead, and the crowd is still expecting a show. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we end today's session.
And the show must go on.
Oh.
All right.
Oh no.
Thank you everyone for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this this session today. Yes, it was a doozy of a cliffhanger. Yes, indeed. So before we go out, guys, let's do a quick round. Guys, highs and lows, favorite moments, things you're looking forward to, things you're not. Whatever comment you'd like to leave for the audience before we sign out. Let's start with Holonot. Holonot, highs and lows. What did you enjoy for today?
Being able to actually cause a little bit of shenanigans, especially with the cat with the dancing lights to begin with.
That was very cute. That was really, really cute. I really regretted it because obviously I was like, okay, this needs to kind of take a little while, so I'm gonna like it's gonna work, and it means the cat didn't like run off and didn't like scamper every time you did something, which was really cool. But I wanted to reward you, so giving you that like oh yeah, no, it's nice and calm and it's doing stuff. I think that was wonderful. That was absolutely amazing. Walter, what about yourself?
I really enjoyed the cat chase and the description of the cat. That was a lot of fun.
It was very cool. I did quite enjoy that one.
Yeah, it was a good way of kind of introducing all the aspects of it and bringing everyone together. Very much enjoyed that. I'm looking forward to abjectly frustrating you by asking for a fortune telling at the most random times.
It doesn't frustrate me. It just kills time, and it'll kill as much time as you guys are willing to pay for. I mean, just saying. I tell it to my youth center kids as well, because they're like, "Oh, I wonder how much time we can waste from you." I'm like, "I'm not paying to be here." So that's all on you guys. But yeah, no. Look, I mean, the thing is, I love the Harrow deck, and that's why I actually bought one. So I actually do have this thing, and I do know how to do proper readings. So it actually doesn't take me too long to do readings. I think the important thing is like getting you to interpret what the card means will be a good chunk of like how you do things, but it'll be cool to see all that.
I think it's a fun dynamic.
I wish they had that prestige class.
Yeah, hopefully they'll release something akin to that sometime soon. Mr. Life Producer says you're gonna have so much fun with this AP. I think we're already having a lot of fun with the AP. I think it's already coming across really, really good. Arturo.
Well, once again, like kind of like how I said last session we did, I really love the party dynamic, and Throvik fits right in. Not like I wasn't expecting that, but I also, I don't know why, but the line that stuck with me a lot, like, was that like one's reality to someone else is like, oh gosh, I already forgot what it was, but I think it was something that Hollernot or Walter said. I forgot what it was, but I hear I say it's a line that stuck with me, and I already forgot what the exact quote, but I liked it though. It was cool.
Nice. Maisha?
Oh man, I like the role playing last week, but sometimes it's good to like roll my skills and I gotta thinking as a inventor, because I'm like, can I mess with this thing? Can I alter it? So it was really cool that I could mess with the bell weight, weight thing.
That was really cool. That was very clever too. That was really, really clever. Because that was actually something I hadn't considered. And I was like, oh, that is a really good idea, because I know how they do that trick, and so that was really, really cool. That's kind of where you went to. I do hope you keep that kind of attitude as we go forward as well, and everything kind of like comes into like components that you can play around with. Naomi,
Mr. Tickles.
You like Mr. Tickles?
I do, and I don't. I like the character. I hate clowns in general. But yeah.
Oh, come now. There's nothing to hate about clowns. We're all delightful. We're a great laugh.
No.
Yeah, no, don't worry. No, we're
also, spiders.
I was reading the chat. The chat absolutely loves Mr. Tickles too. So.
Hey, Naomi.
No.
Naomi.
Mr. Tickles. What?
He's gonna chase you with this entire campaign.
I know.
What does the storm giant wear under his robes?
Oh, what?
Thunderwear.
No.
All right.
Okay.
Naomi.
No.
Naomi.
Is it Yoda?
It's Yoda. Joke Yoda. Joke Clown. What's up?
What do you
Mr.
call a
Tickles?
goblin in a sock?
The what?
A hobgoblin.
A hobgoblin.
All right, he leaves.
Good. It's like
Hey McBluff, it's not the ghost cloud from Legends of Avantis, but it is very inspired by it. It is definitely inspired by it. I love Mikey. I love Mikey's voice.
I was thinking like the
Mr.
classic like
Tickle.
Ed Wynn like Mad Hatter almost like because it kind of has that lisp to it.
Actually, I was trying to go with Sylvester. Like every time I was thinking about it, I was like, suffering Thuckadash.
Yeah.
That's what I was. Yeah,
That about it good.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of leaning on. But yeah, it ended up sounding a little bit like Mr. Chuckles, which I love I love Chuckles. Chuckles is freaking an amazing clown. All right, and of course, last but not least for today, Throvrik.
Yes, it was a great game. I loved how Throvrik just kind of came in. I love like his childlike innocence. Like I remember playing a character a while ago with you, Michael, with Kai, and having that innocence about him, and that's kind of a little bit what apparently Throvrik is going for too. So I really love how he's fitting in with the ensemble, I should say. Yeah.
Nice.
Looking
Nice.
forward to seeing where it goes.
Absolutely, and I really do like how we got to see the carnival for the first time through Throvrik's eyes, and everyone kind of already seemed to know what they were doing, even though in actuality, no one here had like spoken beforehand on what they were doing and stuff like that. But it felt like everyone was like, this was, we're going about our usual routine because Throvrik is like, wow, this is all really new. So I think you did, like, it was an amazing role for you to, like, come in and stuff like that. Because, yeah, I mean, like, missing the first session and stuff is always hard, but I feel like it's brought you back in, and, like, today's session was just wonderful for that.
Well, you fit in as a good, like, audience surrogate, for the time jump that we had, Yeah.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us, and thank you to all of you who have wonderfully helped donate to our Plushie Present Fund. Now, for those of you who didn't know, I was actually raising money to buy a plush toy for my partner and my anniversary. And there's a place that we're going to be doing the purchase from, which does plushies of animals. And we're going to get one done for Mia, who was my lovely cat who unfortunately passed away last year around the start of March. So it's kind of a commemoration to my missus, also for myself. And more importantly, Mia was the studio cat for me. And so having the plush toy, I mean, I already keep little Mini Dag. I keep Mini Dag here as well to kind of remind me about, like, the first fan I ever met in person who actually cared enough about what I did to make a freaking doll of me. It's a constant, like, uplift. And so this plush toy is going to be something that's going to be for that as well. It's going to be about, like, like, always feeling like she's always going to be here. And so I want to take a moment to thank everyone who donated, especially Calindria, who donated over half of it, because I know that out of everyone, Calindria, you and Lucas understand very much what it means to me. So thank you guys so much, a lot, and everyone as well. And I'll also, I'm going to keep moving because I feel like I'm just going to get emotional. So we're going to go and raid. So guys, if you want to go check us out, check me out tomorrow because I'll be back here at 7 a.m. Australian Western Standard Time, which I believe is like 8 p.m. US Eastern Standard, where we are going to be playing Through the Breach for a fundraiser for Are You OK? So come along, join in, see all the fun, because it is going to be absolutely amazing. And we'll do all the cool things. Now, before I go away, actually, let me just check real quick. Don't buzz me. I don't need your buzz. Ariala. Let's see if the Are You OK guys are still actually doing stuff. Ariala.
Okay.
Let's see. Where is it? No, they are not. Okay, that's okay. All right, so we are going to go and raid Scarlet64, a dear friend of the channel, as she is playing Pathfinder for the very first time. So we're going to throw in all the support.
Woo!
Give all the loves, give all the emotes, you know, because obviously learning new systems is always going to be a challenge and always tough. But hey, you know, it's something we want to encourage people to do. So stay safe, everyone. Stay wonderful. Whatever you happen to be doing this weekend, I hope you have an amazing time. Until we meet again, as always, from me to you, game hard or die trying. Bye, folks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.